are able to do exceedingly abundantly, far above all I could ask or think.
I'm so excited because the Step Out TV shows are back live on T2I TV. And for those who don't know, Step Out is a series of interviews and motivational segments designed to bring the best out of you and your business. Therefore, we have the following TV programs. Our first TV program, which is our flagship program, dubbed Step Out with Oscar Bimpong, is designed to interview consultants, experts, talented people, and those doing exceptionally well in their communities. The second one is Step Out SME Focus. This is where we interview business owners and showcase their products and services. The third one is Step Out Youth Impact Zone. This is where we interview young people succeeding against all odds to serve as an inspiration to other young people. And the last one is Step Out Authors Corner. And this is where we interview authors to share what their book is about to the world. Join us every week at 7 p.m. GMT. Like T2I TV on Facebook and subscribe to the YouTube channel. To advertise or for further information, do WhatsApp +44 759 1152 983 or +233 55 580 3924 or email info@traintoinspire.com. T2I TV. We engage, educate, enlighten, and empower.
Welcome to another exciting edition of the Step Out Youth Impact Zone. And this is your regular host, Oscar Bimpong, always in the driving seat, taking you to your destination of success. If you are watching us for the first time, Oscar is an author, a transformational speaker, corporate trainer, and a business consultant. And the Step Out Youth Impact Zone is where we interview young people from Africa and in diaspora doing exceptionally well. That is, they are not complaining, they are not giving excuses, but they are taking the bull by the horn for them to bring a difference to their continent. We want them to share their stories, their knowledge, and their understanding to inspire other young people so that they can also believe that it can be done. And trust me, this program is really making waves because I always say this: the young people of Africa are the youngest across all the continents in the world, but they are the most neglected. Why? Because leadership in one way or the other has failed them. But this is the platform that we have given them the opportunity for them to really share their story, discuss pertinent issues that are affecting them, and also for them to learn, to grow, to succeed in life. And tonight is no exception. I've got a very powerful young man. He's not new on this show, but he has got a very powerful topic for us to discuss. But before I go on, let me just do some few mentions of the sponsors of this program. This program is being sponsored by Train to Inspire Consultancy. That is your business training and consulting firm for all your business startup, business training in the areas of leadership and management, customer service, finance, and every area that you think you need training. We are there to support you. Why? Because we work with different consultants across the globe to deliver training that is bespoke to your needs. And also, when it comes to scaling your business in terms of consulting, we are there for you as well. Then also, ALS Global Shipping and Logistics. That is your trusted import and export company based in Accra. ALS says if you are stranded at the port, just call them and they are going to make sure that they sort you out. Also, ZPay Ghana Limited, your remittance and mobile money company based in Ghana. They just launched their USSD code for mobile money, and that is *270#. They say you don't need an agent to register for ZPay mobile money. At the comfort of your home and on your phone, you can register for ZPay mobile money. Then Wheels for Sure. That is your car leasing company for every credit. Wheels for Sure says it doesn't matter your credit history. You can walk out of the garage with the car of your choice. And it's an amazing, 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 amazing opportunity for all key workers and everybody, especially key workers. If you really need a car, just talk to Wheels for Sure. When you call them, quote T2I 2020. And I repeat, T2I 2020, and you are going to get a very good deal. Now, if you want to speak to any of our sponsors, their numbers are scrolling on the screen. Take their numbers and call them. Also, if you want to sponsor any of our shows or you want to advertise on any of our programs, you can take the number of T2I TV UK or Train to Inspire Consultancy and contact us. And trust me, we are going to make sure you get the best deal. We are going to make sure you get the best deal. Yes. And it's amazing. It's amazing how we are going to also make sure that we provide the consultancy that you need for your business growth. Why? Because a lot of small businesses, one, cannot go to main media to advertise. When you come and you advertise with us, we are going to make sure that you also grow with us. It's an extra service we are going to give you. And trust me, you are going to enjoy the ride with us. And we are the cheapest in the marketplace. We will make sure that it's too affordable, especially as a startup and a small business. Now, who is on the hot seat today? Who do we have today that is I'm talking so much about? This man, I always say, is not new on the show. He's been on the show some few times. And tonight I have him here because the topic that I wanted to discuss, he is a person that has got an expertise in that area. And therefore we had to reach out to him for him to come and take over and have that discussion with us. Now, who is this person that I'm talking about? He is the CEO of 233 Developers LLC in USA and Ghana, the president of the African Youth Leaders and Entrepreneurs, that is AYLE Network, Deputy Executive Director, Global Chamber Accra, and also serves as an advisor or strategic consultant for numerous startups and SME. Who is this person that I'm talking about? He's in the person of Peter Enimil. Please welcome to Step Out Youth Impact Zone, and you are live on T2I TV UK.
Thank you so much, Oscar. Thank you. It's a pleasure being with you again.
Yes, and yes, it's been a while, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, it's been a while.
Yes. So how has your day been? That's always been my first question.
Yeah, my day has been good. Just I had one meeting today, so I'm glad. It's one of the few days that I have few meetings, so I'm really excited.
Wow.
It's been lovely.
Our topic for today is a topic that actually goes for everybody, but especially a young graduate that has finished school, national service, and they don't know their left and right. I think it's going to help them for them to get some few ideas in terms of what to do when it comes to the topic that we are going to discuss. And we are going to talk about business startup and its challenges.
Yes.
Why did you choose that topic? When we're having the discussion, that is a topic we concluded, but it was more coming from you. Why did you choose that topic?
Legitimately speaking, I think startup challenges are things that everybody that wants to go into a business would face. We all meet the roadblock. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. Of course, if you are from a certain kind of region, a certain kind of family, a certain kind of place, you have maybe a lesser chance of meeting that challenge, but you still definitely meet something gross, something big, something huge, something you have to overcome, a hurdle. Some way, somehow, the challenge will exist. So I feel it is very pertinent. It's very, very important for everybody to understand what they are walking into if they want to be in business, if they want to start up their own company, if they want to be an entrepreneur. They need to have this zeal so they don't lose out on it, so they don't stop along the way, so they don't quit along the way. Because I've personally met a whole lot of people that have actually quit. They started with me, but they're nowhere to be found. in the entrepreneurship game. I feel like everybody needs to understand the game. Everybody needs to understand what they're walking into. You need to know it beforehand. Then you prepare yourself for it. So when you meet it, you say, I can fix this. I can do this. I can do that, and I'll be able to fix it. So that's the reason I think we have to discuss it, because it's truly important to me.
Wow. So it means that, like, knowing the problem ahead of time, when you meet it, then you are more likely not to be shocked, isn't it?
Yes, a problem that you know of is 50% solved. If you don't know about your problem, your head is aching. You don't know what is worrying you. You don't know what is going on. You could potentially die without knowing it. But if you know your head is aching, it's coming from this particular, it's coming because you're thirsty or because you're hungry, then likely you buy some food or get some drink. Even if you don't have money, you can still ask somebody, hey, can I get some water from your well? Can I get some water from your fridge? It's easier that way if you know the problem.
Wow. Now, let me go straight into my first question. Are young people ambitious enough to start a business?
The question is very, very dicey, but I think it should be put this way. Do young people want to start a business? Yes. Ambitious enough to start a business? Likely no. If you have ambition determines your success, ambition determines your gateway, ambition determines where and what you do, how you move forward, how you are going to go. Your ambition, your vision determines all of these things. It determines who you eat with, the friends you work with, where you drink in the night, where you walk in the night, what you do with your time, how many hours you're going to sleep. We want to have a business. We like the success part of the whole thing. We like the game, we like the end point of the game, but we do not like the hassle that comes with the game. So if it's about how ambitious are we to start a business, I don't think we are there yet. But I think we want to, we wish to, we hope to, but we are not that ambitious.
Why are we not ambitious? What is stopping us?
For starters, everybody wants money, but nobody wants to work for it. We all want to go to heaven, but we don't want to die. See, that is the biggest problem I've seen people face. I know people that have skills better than I do. They know more things than I do. In fact, they're more intelligent, talented in every single way. But they say, hey, I'm good. I can do this. I can do that. But okay, do it. Just do it, man. Do it. But they still can't move forward. Why? They want it, but they can't get it because they don't want to put in the effort. They don't want to put in the work. They don't want to sleep less. They don't want to work extra. They don't want to work smart and hard together. They want to just work, just 8 hours a day. I go to work 8 hours a day. I'm back. I'm tired. I'm too tired. They don't understand that when you come back from wherever you are, it is the hours between 6 p.m. and 1 o'clock a.m. That is where the money is. It's not between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. It's between 6 p.m. and then 1 o'clock a.m. That is where the actual entrepreneur's money is.
Why?
Well, yeah, everybody works at 8. Everybody works 8 hours. Everybody from 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock a.m. to 5 p.m. Everybody does it. If it was so easy, why is it not everybody is rich? Because we all work from 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Isn't that true? How come I'm not doing the same thing? Somebody's doing something. I'm doing extra. Somebody's not doing extra. How come I'm ahead of the person? How come people who are making it are always ahead? How come the game is in the night? It's played in the night. How come those who actually make it don't go to clubs? They don't party. They don't freeze. They don't go out and chill. Instead, they are hot in their homes. They work throughout the night. They make it. How come they work both during the hours of the day and during the hours of the night, and they're making it? And we are all working during the day, but many people are not making it. 95% of the people making it in life, not making it in life is because they're working only like the remaining 95%. I mean, you are doing the same thing as she's doing. So what do you expect to achieve more than she will achieve? In fact, it is very true that salespeople, go to work for, of course, 8 hours, but they truly work for only 90 minutes. The same
How many
applies
minutes?
averagely 90 minutes.
Okay.
Look at the people you work around with. Look at it when you go and consult people. Yeah, check the company. You go and see, we are talking, we are eating, we are doing it, we are chatting, all these chit chats. It takes more time than the work actually does. So you realize that the average person works maximum 2 hours, 120 minutes, 90 minutes in a day. But if it's 6 p.m. to 1 o'clock a.m., who is there to convince you to talk? Nobody. Who is there to persuade you not to work? Nobody. Who is there to bother you not to work? Nobody. If you have kids, they are asleep. Your wife is asleep. Yourself, you're actively working. Your 8 hours active time, in truth, and in truth, and in all honesty, is actually not 8 hours working time. You have breaks in there. Your bosses will call you, your friends will call you. You have to chat. You have to do WhatsApp. You have to go and urinate. You have to do a whole lot of things, Plus, you want to chat with your mates and colleagues, etc. That's not where the money is. That's where your salary is, but not where your fortune is. Your salary is from 9 o'clock a.m. to 5 p.m., but your fortune is from 6 p.m. to 1 o'clock a.m.
So you want to say that 9 to 5 is where too many people have really concentrate on, but those people don't actually have the money? It means that is not where the money is. Is that what you are meaning?
It's true. That's not where the money is. I kid you not. I kid you not. That's not where the money is. Because look everywhere. People are crying, but they're working from 9 to 5. It's amazing, isn't it? People are crying everywhere, but they're working from 9 to 5. How come they're working from 9 to 5 and they're crying? You see,
wow,
your fortune. You see, you can either work for money, as in your salary, or work for your fortune. Money will keep you put food on the table today, this evening. Salaries will give it to you today. You eat for 30 days. Your fortune will take you through your children's children. This is what Proverbs says. It says, a wise man leaves inheritance for his children's children. Now, wise men don't just work from 9 o'clock to 5 p.m. Otherwise, we are all wise. But the wise and those that leave inheritance for their children's children are those that work from 9 o'clock to 5 p.m. plus 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. Sometimes they go up to 3 a.m. Most times I sleep at 4, 3, 2. The least time I sleep is actually 2 o'clock in the morning. But it will amaze somebody that I still work during the day. See,
wow. I remember we were having a discussion on Facebook. Was it today about time that we sleep, isn't it?
Yeah.
And people were complaining. Even 8 hours is even still not enough for them, isn't it?
Yeah, 8 hours is still not enough for them. But I posted something that is it like you're saying. I said that if you sleep 8 hours a day, that means you sleep 2 hours, 16, 2 days, 16 hours. 2 days and 16 hours a day. So you are left with only 4 days and then 2 days, 8 hours, 2 and 8 hours, right? 2 days and 8 hours every week. So you're left with only 4 days and 16 hours. Now, in effect, you sleep practically 9 days in a month. In effect, you sleep almost 4 months in a year. How would you sleep every 4 years? Why would you sleep 1 year out of it? Like, sleeping 1 year out of every 4 years, you're wasting your life. You're wasting your days through sleep. And it is true. There's no empirical evidence to support the fact that when you sleep 8 hours, you'll be healthy. It's not true. It's a fallacy. The doctors even saying that don't sleep 8 hours. And they live longer, by the way. You see, we have a circadian rhythm in our body. These are challenges startup people need to understand. Your sleep will become a challenge. Your circadian rhythm will adjust itself. After it realizes that for 4 days, you're not sleeping well. You're sleeping only 4 hours. It will say, hey, you know what? I think 4 hours is the best time for sleep for him from now onwards. So you realize that you not feel sleepy anymore till it's 1 o'clock, till it's 2 o'clock. And it keeps going like that. You wake up exactly the same 6 a.m., exactly 7 a.m. if that's the time you wake up. You still wake up. It's called body alarm. If I tell my Echo device to say, Alexa, set an alarm for 5 hours, it will remind me 5 hours. That is the same thing that happens with the circadian rhythm in the body. It's a human alarm, human clock. So as a human being, we need to understand that we have to adjust our sleep in favor of our fortune, in favor of our children, in favor of our future, lest we sleep our life away.
Lest we sleep our life away. But is that what is the reason behind why people are so accustomed to job seeking rather than building a business or building a vision of their own?
Truthfully speaking, if you tell me there's a lion here and there's a cat here, I'll walk where the cat is.
Okay, why?
Yeah, because it's easier to see a cat. The cat wouldn't bite me. It's comfortable. But in effect, if a lion's cub, you can groom a lion's cub and it'll become a lion, a big lion, and still be your friend. The same way you groom a cat baby, I don't know what we call it, it's still a cub, isn't it? So you groom a little cub of a cat and it will grow up to become a little, but a little bigger, and it still remain a cat. You still be friendly with them. I've seen people rear lions. They rear lions and they're still friendly with the lions. Now, the lions can bite, the lions can kill, but the cat wouldn't do that. The cat will only steal your fish. So we safer with the cat. We all go where there's safety. Safety first. We have been brought up in a way where we look at safety instead of looking at fortune. Now, fortune and safety, they don't go together. It's the same as parenting and prison. There are two words that mustn't be put in the same statement. You cannot put parenting and prison in the same statement. Like, oh, I'm preventing my child from going to jail. No, it doesn't work that way. So fortune and then safety. Oh, I'm trying to make a fortune, but I'm playing it safe. You can't play it safe. By playing it safe in a road of fortune, making it becoming successful, you actually lose out because there's no safety net over there. Your safety net is risk. You risk it, take a chance. But when you go out and you look for a job and you acquire it, I mean, you have your salary. 25th of September will come. My boss will pay me. 7th of October will come. I'll get my salary, especially if it is weekly, wages. Then I'm happy. Friday night is there. I'll go to the pubs. I will enjoy myself. The ladies are waiting for me. After all, what is life? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's because of how easy it is. That is how come people prefer salaries to what fortune. After all, they don't get to complain about life earlier in time, but they get to complain at later time. What if they die early? That's their safety net.
Wow. I like what you said. That you can like, I don't know, rear a lion
Yes.
and they become your friend.
Yes.
And you can do the same to the cat and they'll become your friend. But the lion can kill you,
Yes.
but the cat will just steal your fish.
Yes.
So we want to skew our life to the cat rather than to the lion.
Yes.
I think this is very deep, isn't it?
It is.
Wow.
It's truly deep. Because if I have a lion, chances are you not come and rob me in my house, would you?
No.
No, yeah. Even a pit bull, you might even attempt to come and rob me in my house if I have two pit. But a cat, meow, they just move away next. They just turn a blind eye and they just move away. So that's how it works. It's safety first for them. They feel safe, yeah? They feel comfortable. The comfort zone. It is a struggle. When you're comfortable, anything that makes you comfortable will kill you. Anything that makes you comfortable will kill you. Your salary will kill you. It will make you hungry. It will make, in fact, I've seen people lose their marriages because of the kinds of job they do. I've seen people lose friendship with their children because of the kinds of work they do. I've seen people being not working in a way that they are getting £1,000, £2,000, £3,000, $5,000 every month, and then one day they were able to rake $100,000 and they mismanaged the money and their wives left them. You see, but if you start with nothing and you grow up in the world of fortune, you know you are hitting somewhere. You are going through a life of success. You are trying to make something better for yourself. Hence, you struggle. You go through all the challenges that life will throw at you. See, I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot, and I've still not seen anything. I've seen a lot, and I've still seen nothing. I don't get a chance to discuss the lot with people, but I think today's a good chance for me to say, hey, these are things I've seen. This is what I learned from it. This is what I saw this time, and this is what I learned from it. The struggles of life. It's not easy. I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, it's easy. Start a work, register the company. You'll be able to do it. People will come to you. No, it's a lie. But I do know when you start, so long as you keep knocking on that door, the door will open. So long as you keep pushing forward, you're rich. If you choose to move forward, you definitely rich, right? You can choose to lean back anyway. But remember, a journey of 1,000 steps starts with only one step. 1,000 miles start with one step. So one step at a time.
Now we were talking initially about ambition, right? And let me put this in because I've been having these questions, and where you meet young people and they say, well, I finished university 3 years now, I don't have a job. I finished university 5 years ago, I still don't have a job. Now, back to our initial discussion of ambition. Does it mean that they don't have ambition, or what is actually the problem?
The first statement you say that if you tell me you don't have a job, I ask you, okay, so what's your purpose in life? Is your purpose just to be born, to live, go to school, pay school fees, go and get a job, die, and then go away? Or your purpose is just to come and leave a trait on the planet Earth, come and leave a registered trademark here, so people can actually say he also did it. Because of this man, I'm going to have to do something. Yeah, we understand. There are backbenchers, there are front benchers, there are people that want to do certain things for themselves. There are people that want to do don't want to do anything, but they can actually help other people make it in life, you know. But if your sole prerogative in life is to just go and look for a job here and come back home, eat, sleep, chill with your children, and then do whatever you have to do during the weekends, you know, and just die and go away, I think you're wasting your life. Best you die today. But if you, yeah, best you die. If you have some purpose in life, you know, your purpose is to come and give whatever you have all out to the world. And I don't think you can spend only 8 hours giving everything you have to the world. I don't think that is only a quarter of a day. You know, it's just about one third of a day, like just one third of a day. 8 hours, and even the 8 hours, you don't give it all. You give like 6 hours, 5 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours. That's like you're wasting your life, innit? You're wasting time, you're wasting your life. Best you die today. If you think you cannot instill anything, we graduate. You know, my story comes this way. When I graduated from school, my mother never saw me for 2.5 years. She didn't. I graduated and I told her, hey, the day I graduated, I was like, woman, I think I've graduated school. So I'm going to Accra. I'm going to start a company. She was like, she laughed. What? Are you okay? With what? What money? Who do you know over there? I was like, I don't know anybody, but I'm still going to try. See, I came here, perched with my uncle, something, you know, moved about because of the hustle. At a point in time, I became homeless and stuff. So with the streets here and there, then I realized I have a friend here. I went to perch with my friend for a couple of months. Then I became homeless, got an office, stayed in my office. I've been in my office for so many years, rented a house, never stayed in the house. My business went down. I left my company. I was crying so much. I was so depressed. I went home. I said, you know what? I quit everything. I went home for 6 months. I'm like, you know what? I can't quit. This is part of me. Came back at the point when I was almost broke. I came back to the office. I stayed in the office till today, and I still have a place I've rented, and I've never been to a place after I paid for it. All working throughout.
Wow, that is quite
So it's
inspiring.
yeah. So it's something. The challenges will come, but if you say that you just completed school and not getting job for 4 years, I mean, okay, wow, you've not seen Facebook, you've not seen Instagram that you can just go from the market and come and sell it on Instagram. Like seriously, you've not seen people selling things, houses, real estate and stuff that can just walk into with a camera and say, hey, you know what? I'm a realtor. I sell houses, you know, for people. How many houses have you sold? You've never sold a house. We know. But yeah, I've sold 2 houses. Who cares? Who knows? Nobody cares. Pick your camera, shoot some video. You've got iPhone, you've got Samsung, whatever it is phone you have. Just put it on YouTube. It's free, innit? It's very free. 100% free. Put it on YouTube, talk to people, move out there, say, hey, you know what? I sell homes for people. Now, would you want to buy a house? It's $300,000. It's £30,000. It's this pounds. I get 2.5 commission of that amount of money. That's big money. I walk away with it. I buy my car or small car here and there. I buy new dresses. I say, hey, let me go to this place. We can. It's free. It's easy. The time you're using to roam and look for job, you could see very nice houses in Accra. See very nice houses in the Bay Area. See very nice houses in South London. You could see very nice houses that people are selling because every time people are selling, the best you can do is to use your head. It's free. You have it already. So why can't we just use it to sell? Do something. Do
But
something.
somebody will say it's easy to talk, but it's difficult when it comes to doing.
I mean,
So
if you know how your brain works, you know if you make that statement in the first place. If you don't even understand how your brain works, so how can it be easy? You see, we understand talk is cheap, but what kind of talk are we talking about? See, this talk is cheap. Okay, you can walk out there and tell somebody that, hey, I will sell your house for you. The person doesn't lose anything. He gets a buyer. If you don't sell it, he loses doing his business. Is that not true? If you sell it, it's gone. If you don't sell it, the house will still be there. Anyway, as to whether you do it or you do it, it's still going to be there. As to whether you put focus on it or you don't put focus on it, the house will be sold. Best you sell the house and make some 2.5%, 3%, whatever. Best you sell the house. If it's going to be done, then you better do it. Me, that's my principle. If somebody has to do something, I'll do it myself. See, I can do it. And even if I can't do it, even if I can, see, it's easier to sell a house. It's easier to come to Facebook. I browse Facebook every day. So what? But see, right now I'm venturing into real estate. I've never known anything about real estate. Now I'm constructing houses to sell. I don't know anything about it, but I'm doing it. Anyway, I'm doing it. As to whether people understand it or they don't understand it, it will still be done. Why don't you do it? Why don't you just move forward? I'm a tech guy. How come technology? What is the correlation between technology and real estate? I don't even know the price of a block, but I'm still working on it. I'm doing it. You don't have to know it. You don't have to. It mustn't be difficult. It mustn't be cheap anyway. But we understand talk is cheap. But what kind of talk are we talking about? Are we talking about drinking in bars, which is cheaper, or are we talking about, hey, I will make it in life, which is cheap to talk but difficult to make? But if you keep saying it and if you keep working on it, you make it. And if you keep talking about women, talking about drinking, talking about men, talking about slave queens, talking about other things, talking about wasteful things, your life will still be wasted anyway. So why wouldn't I waste my life on things that I think could make me make it in life? Why wouldn't I want to waste my life on that? At best, I work. Best, I go and look out for something. Best, I sell on Facebook and Instagram, which is free. Or best, I go out and drink and buy alcohol, which is actually not exactly free. Maybe I have friends that will buy it for me. But if you have friends that will buy alcohol for you, and they wouldn't use their wisdom to say that, hey, the alcohol costs £1, £2, £3, I'll give you that £5. Go and do Instagram ad. Then move away from those people. They are your case.
Wow. How does one develop ideas to start a business?
In the night, in a washroom. In a washroom that you go poop, shank, urinate, whatever it is. In the night, when people are sleeping, when you are walking in town, the gutters, the money is in the gutter. Look at the ground. Really, look, what is filthy? What is wrong? What is it that you hate so much? Mostly the things you hate are things that will give you money. They are a part of your being. They are what reforms you and what will help you reform others. Look at all these things. Look at what people have done. See, you go to the internet, look at concepts people have done. Just try to add one touch. Usually, it's the finishing touches. It's a cedar beam on the top of the roof or on the ceiling that makes the house nicer. Look at it. What is not there is almost always what doesn't exist, or what is not there that makes you the money. Don't look at people with money and say they did juju or they did rituals to make the money. Ask yourself the question, how can I make it in life? You see, the moment you start asking yourself questions about how people make it and how you can make it in life, ideas tend to come into your brain, because then you tend to operate on a different kind of frequency, a different kind of wave. And waves travel, thoughts travel. If somebody is thinking of the same wave as you are thinking, you likely hit the same thoughts, and it will come to you. It accounts for the reason why when you miss somebody and the person is missing you, in a few days you see the person calls you. In a few minutes, the person calls, say, I was just thinking about you. Yes, it's because both of you are thinking on the same frequency. So change your frequency, change your thoughts, change your life. Your thoughts will determine where you move to. If you change your thoughts, you change your life.
If you change your thought, you change your life.
And you
But
get
how would you know this particular idea will work?
You don't. God didn't know we were going to leave the Garden of Eden, but he still made that anyway. It was a risk he took. We still left anyway. He sent his children to come and die for me and you. Some way, somehow, I'm still sinning. I don't know about you, but you might likely be sinning. I don't know about the viewer. They might likely be sinning. It was a risk he took. But some way, somehow, somebody will end up in heaven. When somebody will end up in heaven. Maybe not all of us will end up in heaven, but someone would. Best I become that someone by taking the chance. Best I become God by sending my child to come and die for all of us. But if I choose to rest and not do anything, then life will still go anyway. It's a risk. The biggest risk is actually not taking any risk. You have an idea, you don't want to risk it. It's too fearful. It's too big. It's too difficult. Okay, fine. Don't do it. Tell me the idea. I'll do it for you. And if it fails, yeah, I tried. I got some knowledge. I got some information. And I got one way on how not to fail. If it fails, I've realized one way on how not to fail. If it works, I know one way on how to be successful. Either way, I learn a lesson. It's not painful. It's painful, but it's not painful. It's painful if you know what you're looking for. If you don't know what you're looking for, if it's painful if you don't know what you're looking for. But it's not painful if you know exactly what you're looking for. If you know what you learned, if you know what you observed, if you know what you've acquired, if you know the knowledge you have now, then I do believe in all sincerity that you know that you are headed towards greatness. And you not even be bothered about whether it fails or you make it in life.
Wow. It's quite, you are making some sense in there, and trust me, I'm really enjoying the whole discussion. And the fact is that there is one thing that I've seen people always complaining that I don't have the needed resources to start. What is your take on that?
Resources and resourcefulness. I will tell you my story.
Mm.
Before the pandemic happened 4 years ago, I thought about something. I just didn't think it would come this soon. I thought about an idea that I needed funds for. You know, it was a big idea, so definitely I needed a huge amount of money to start. So I roamed for 4 years. Even when the pandemic started, I was still roaming for money. Nobody said, "Hey, we believe in you enough to give you the money." Now the pandemic started, and my idea, which could have bloomed 4 years ago, is what we need currently. Now people are telling me that if I had known, I would have invested in you. But do you know what I didn't do? I didn't sit down that whole 4 years, relaxed and crying and wailing over myself that I don't have money and I don't have resources to start my business. I looked again at myself and I said, okay, if I don't have the resources, do I have the resourcefulness? Because in effect, it's not about the resources that you don't have, it's about how resourceful you are. So I looked at other avenues of life and I said, I can make it over here. And I started doing it. And I'm making some money over there. And I make my money every month. And it's bigger than what my peers will take every month as salary. So
Wow.
I'm looking at, I'm working on different other companies, my own companies, different things, making money from that side. Now bringing myself to this. You remember I told you I'm going into real estate. Now I've veered into real estate, which is big money, and I'm doing it. Now with the profit proceeds from the real estate, I'll now bring it back to the idea I had earlier. There were two actually, two ideas I had earlier, put my own funds in it and make the money. Now, if I'm able to make it in real estate, of which I will make it, in the real estate, and I'll bring my money over here, and then I'll come and make it over here too. So it's not exactly about the resources you don't have. Of course, it's true. I'm not going to lie. It's painful to not have resources. In fact, if you have resources, you're 90% ahead of the game. But if you have resourcefulness, you're 95% ahead of the curve.
Wow.
If you have the resources, you're 90% ahead. But if you have the resourcefulness, you're 95% ahead. What do you know? What do you think you can do? How resourceful are you? How useful are you? Nobody cares about what you don't have. We care about what you are.
Resourcefulness. And I think that is what a lot of people are lacking, isn't it?
Yes. Many people are lacking the resourcefulness. Many people are lacking the resourcefulness. Many people don't understand that. They feel that, oh, Peter started by starting a company in Accra. No, I didn't start by starting a company in Accra. I started by roaming about, walking to places, walking. In fact, I've walked 20 kilometers before. I kid you not. I have walked 19 kilometers before. If you know Adrengano in East Legon, if you know East Legon Hills, I've walked from East Legon Hills to 37 Military Hospital in Accra before, and that is not a child's feat. I've walked from Jowulu to Bubuashi before, and that is not children's walk. I have roamed about in Kumasi from morning to evening, and I didn't do it one day. I did it continuously for 6 months, looking for people to buy, looking for ideas, looking for thoughts. Every day from 8 a.m. or 7 a.m., I'll come back by 6 p.m., 7 p.m. I have roamed about. I walked. It's not just about what it entails. It's about the vision. It's about the purpose. You know, it's easy for me to say, "Hey, I've walked and my waist is paining me. I'm tired," than to say, "Hey," it's easy for me to say that and then to say I won't do it again, than for me to say, "Hey, my waist is paining me, but there's deep heat. Let me just rub my back with the deep heat and then continue the next day." Come May what? Some way, somehow. The universe is a giant catalog. If I know precisely what I'm looking for, and if I work hard enough for that thing, if I work smart enough for that thing, I will be able to make it. But I didn't just start just by thinking I can do it. I started by learning. I started by walking. I started by talking to people. I wasn't much of it. I'm a talker. I talk a lot, but I wasn't much of a talker in the sense that I know precisely what to talk about. I'm just, oh, I have this idea. I think it's good. People look at me and say, "Are you mad? You just have ideas and you're just thinking it's going to work out. Are you okay?" Like, is that how the world works? I said, I don't know how the world works. It's the same way you don't know how the world works. If you can produce how the day and night works, I'll be glad. If you can produce how this tree came about, I'll be happy. Then I will stick to whatever you're thinking of. Other than that, let me go and find out for myself. Genchi Genbutsu. Find out for yourself. The Japanese say Genchi Genbutsu. Go out there, look for it, find out for yourself. Whatever you find is real. And whatever you keep finding and you work hard enough for it, you make it. So I came out, I started learning. I read for 3 years. Every day I would read. Every day I split my time. I used to work 20 hours a day. So I split my time 8 hours for reading and learning, the remaining 12 hours for 1 hour out of the 12 hours for eating and stuff, and then the remaining 11 hours or 10 hours, I use it to work. This was how I was working. At a point in time, I became so skillful that I could build an entire website in 14 hours, sitting down from morning to evening, 14 hours. Sometimes I could do it for 28 hours, depending on the complexity, build it from scratch to the top. And they're beautiful. They were so nice. But I learned. It's not easy reading, but it's very, very, you know what I found? Guess what I found? I found out that I wasn't knowledgeable in the slightest. That per book, every book I read, I get much more knowledge than I could have ever gotten. And then I came to realize that the brain works with neurons. And how it works is if I learn a single word a day, it creates a new neuron in my brain and it adds up to the network. In other words, if I have 999 neurons, if I just study one word, I don't have 1,000 neurons anymore. I have a network of 1,000 neurons, which gives you 1 million neural points. So if I add one more word to it, which makes it 1,001, it's no longer 1,001. It's 1 billion neural networks. So I was like, wow, if it works this seamless, then why don't I keep reading? Why don't I keep studying? And trust me, I acquired a lot of knowledge that my teachers taught me from kindergarten to university in books that I have all those years. Books are powerful. Read, you find the next idea over there. They're powerful. Read, you find the next money over there. Books are very powerful. Read, you find how to convince your wife over there. Books are extremely powerful. Read, you find how to convince your client over there. See, in my office, the couch I have in my office, there hasn't been a single client from 2016 till today that sat in that couch that I didn't take their money. I took their money, every one of them. From 2016 to 2020. Any single person that walked into my office and sat in my couch became my client. I took their money, all because of reading. When you read, you know precisely what to say. You know, it's not even about what to say. You know what not to say. What not to say is even more important than what to say. When you read, you know what not to say.
Wow. Now, why is it that money is always singled out of resources as the biggest obstacle when it comes to business startup?
Well, it's because we don't actually know anything about money. You see, there's only one thing compared to money in the Bible. It's wisdom. I like to use the Bible as my reference point because I found out that the Bible is the single most resourceful book on the planet Earth. It's the wisest book on this planet. So there's only one thing that's compared to money in the Bible, and that's wisdom. And if I understand wisdom very well, wisdom equates to how resourceful you can be, how fast you can think, how your understanding works, how fast you can solve people's problem. Now, if you single out money, you don't see anybody that ever made money in this life where money is not like Apple. I mean, even Apple, you gotta grow it. So you don't just up and say, I want money. You have to up and say, I want wisdom. Now, if you want wisdom, you want knowledge, you want understanding. These are the recipe for money. You definitely make the money. But if you say you want money, okay, fine. I also want money. Let's sleep. Let's not read. Let's see who makes the money. We will both not make the money. We'll keep screaming, I want money, I want money. But screaming you want money doesn't give you money. It didn't give my father money. It didn't give Bill Gates money. It didn't give my grandpa money. It didn't give my auntie money. Rather, they all had to work for the money. I think Bill Gates worked for the money. I don't know, but I think he worked. And I've seen it on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and by Microsoft handling, by the works of Microsoft. I think he worked. Okay, fine. Now, what about Kweku Mensah? What about John Smith? Is John Smith working? Is John Smith screaming about money, money, money? Why isn't John Smith working? Why did Bill Gates work to make the money? But John Smith is screaming about money and still not making the money. The point becomes, learn, make something of yourself. People think it's easy to make money, and that people, oh, okay. This is the most thoughtful thing I can think of right now. It's entitlement. People feel they are entitled to other people's money. No, you are not. I'm sorry to break it to you. You're not entitled to my money. You're not entitled to even your own father's money. Your uncle's money, you're not entitled to it. You're entitled to the money you make. And if you think money is the only resource on the planet Earth, Think again, because money can be bent. Money didn't exist 2,000 years ago. Maybe it did, but money didn't exist when Adam was there. Money didn't exist 4,000 years ago. I'm certain money didn't exist 4,500 years ago. It didn't exist 3,000 years ago. Money didn't. It was how resourceful people were that they were using to get whatever they want. And sooner or later, somebody say, hey, let's make money. The banks only came only a few years ago, like a couple of hundreds of years ago. Federal Reserve, the people that make cash, they only came like 1930, 1920, just like 100 years ago. So if you think money is the only thing you need in life, money is the only resource you need, no, you're wrong. You need intelligence, you need wisdom, you need knowledge, you need understanding, you need to read, you need to talk to people, you need to have vision, you need to have purpose, you need to have understanding, comprehend things, walk about, look, think, understand. Don't waste your life. Don't drink alcohol when you're thinking. No, it wouldn't make you think properly. You want to think. Don't go and drink alcohol. You want to drink alcohol, drink and sleep. But understand where you have to put things in place. But if you mix things and think, oh, money will come to you, money wouldn't come to you. It's a pain. It's sad, but I'm sorry. That's not how money works. And my uncle wouldn't give you his money. Your father shouldn't give you his money. Your uncle will not give you his money because he worked for it and he has children. Bill Gates, you don't own Bill Gates' money. He will not give it to you, even though he wants to give it to charity. I can bet you and that it's not coming to our pockets. It's not coming to our pockets. So how can you make the money? By becoming resourceful. Money is the tiniest resource when it comes to being resourceful. Money is the tiniest resource. When you have money, it only adds up to the benefits, but it doesn't actually give you any upper hand when it than having understanding, having the knowledge, having everything. Of course, somebody will say, but I know things, and people don't believe me because I'm not rich. No, you know things, but you don't understand it. There's a difference between having knowledge and having understanding, or knowing something and actually applying that thing. You know how to do a fish pond. You need money to do the fish pond. Okay, fine. What happened with you understanding how fish ponds work and striking a bargain and say, hey, I know how to make fish ponds work. This is the full plan of it. Take the plan, give me 50%, push your money in there. I'll do all the work. Sit back, lean back, rest. Rest easy. I'll do all the work. Charlie Munger did it. Okay, Warren Buffett knows how to do certain things. He needs money, $500,000. Take it, go, bye bye. He's not doing anything. Warren Buffett is doing all the work. Bill Gates, it happened. He only worked. He didn't have much money, nothing. He only worked and somebody bought it. Do it, somebody will buy it. If it takes 3 years, do it, somebody will buy it. Mind you, it takes 9 months to give birth to one baby, but it takes only two seconds to die. 2 seconds to die, but only 9 months to give birth to a child. Do it.
Wow. So, briefly, tell me about raising capital for your business. How can people raise capital for their business? Briefly.
Okay. Have a very thought through plan. Think about everything from alpha to zebra. Understand whatever you are going to go through before you even think of putting it in a business plan or anything. Look for all the possible loopholes in other people's businesses and add it to yours. Fix it in yours. Now, when you go to people, you can roam to many people and you might not get a person, but there are accelerators over the internet. There are people that are willing to invest their money in the right person. Sometimes we don't come across as the right person to invest in because of how we are. So look through whatever it is you want to do. Think through it carefully. Now draft a thought-provoking plan. Make sure the plan will yield money because I'm not Father Christmas. If I have money and I have to give it to you, obviously I'm looking at money at the end of the day. I'm looking at how to exit the whole thing and make money. Come with a very thought-provoking plan as to how, when people invest in you, what they are going to make out of it and how they are going to make it and when they can actually move out of it. Understand investments, understand vested shares, understand how you work with your people, understand the team members that you're going to deal with, because it's very key. You can be good at something, but you don't know how to manage money. So why would I give you my money? You can be good at coding and then programming and then construction, whatever it is, but you don't know how to handle finances. So why should I give you my money if you don't have a co-founder that will be able to handle this? Second, don't be selfish. It is better to have 10% of $1 million than to have 100% of $1,000. $1,000 is so small. 10% of $1 million is big money. It can move you to the next company. It can do something for you. That is 100,000. It can do something for you in the next company. So look at all the possible ways. Understand investment policies. Understand how people invest in people. Watch videos. Entrepreneur.com has a video that they call it's a funding kind of video, entrepreneurship or something. Watch them. Shark Tank, watch them. Understand how all these people link the terms, know the terms, know what we talk when you say cap, um vested shares, know what we say a market cap, what we say when they give you all these investment jargons, funding jargons, and what is VC, venture capitalists, what is all this, your valuation, all this market value, all the understand all of these things. So when you're speaking to people, you speak as though you know whatever you're talking about, not as though somebody who is begging for money. If you come out as you're begging for money, we won't give beggars money. We don't often give beggars money. People don't often give beggars money. But come out as somebody that you're going to benefit the other person. Write your plan, think through it, understand it, know what you're presenting, and then present it. That is just about. It's not going to be easy, as I've said. I mean, talking to people and they'll give you their money. But if you find all these accelerators over the internet in America, in the UK, in Africa, all these people will be able to help you have a proper plan done, screen you, and then send you to somebody that could give you money. And if your ideas are good, why not? Somebody will fund it.
Wow. Let's time is already fast spent, but let me just go. Let's really discuss this, and that is how does somebody really scale their business in terms of growth and becoming a bigger corporation?
A scalable business is a business that you don't exactly need money or exactly need a whole lot of people to work in before you can grow. A scalable business is a business that by changing one single model, you'll be able to benefit a whole lot of people. Now, if you sell fish in the market, let's say in a supermarket, now you're selling to the locale over there. Your business can only scale by changing, just by adding one single model to it, which is going over the internet. When you shift yourself over onto the internet, you've not really done much. It's just a small thing you've tweaked. By adding that one more thing to it, your business now tends to deal with a whole lot of people. So to be able to scale your business, you need to understand what is the one single most important thing I can add to my business that will help it move faster. If the thing is internet or social media or website, go there. If the thing is cold email, go there. If the thing is establishing a branch, do it. If it's about hiring one more person that knows what he's doing or she's doing, do it. But if you sit down and say, I'm doing the same thing, but I want to do it everywhere, like everybody must see me by hook or by crook, I'm still in the same small office, I can't do much, I would rather be sitting down and expect people to come to me. You can't scale. You can't scale. Find that one single part of the machine that when you just slot it inside the bolt or whatever you have to put it in, and you turn the bolt, you turn the lever. By shifting the lever, that one single turn around will be able to turn your business around. Mostly it resides in what other people have done. It resides in what you are not doing. So don't just look at what you're doing. Look at what you are not doing. That is where and how you can scale your business. And don't forget the internet. Don't forget the internet.
Wow. Now, a brief on this. Now, I've seen a lot of startups, a lot of small businesses, medium enterprises, especially in Africa, that they don't really put attention in customer experience. Sometimes you see a small business speaking anyhow to their clients. They don't have no attention to time, no attention to detail. And these people are always talking about business is not good. They are talking about, I want to scale my business. What are you going to tell those people?
I'll tell them to just wrap up and sleep. If you
I like that.
if you can't, respect is something that everybody must have. I know how to deal with clients, even the most rude clients. I know how to deal with them. See, I've had the rudest of all rude clients, and trust me, the person became one of the closest people. You see, if you don't know how to deal with human beings, you have no point or no business being in business. See, people are rude, people are shallow, people are stupid. If you have that in mind, then you won't treat people as though they are rude, they are shallow, and they are stupid. You treat them as though There are people that need your help and people you can help. And by so doing, you'll be able to make their money. You see, I don't have money in my bank. I don't have money in my pocket. I have money in my client's pocket and in their bank accounts. Whichever money I have in my company's account is my company's money. But the money in my client's pocket and his account is what is coming to me and my company. That is where the money is. If you don't know how to talk to your clients, even if they are rude to you don't know how to talk to yourself because you are also rude to yourself. Now, why would you cut the one place that your funding or your money will come from, the one source that your money will come from, all in the name of disrespect? I'm not saying allow people to disrespect you, but I'm saying know how to put people in their place without losing the friendship. Why make enemies when you can make friends?
Why make enemies whilst you can make friends? This is really, trust me, I've really enjoyed this discussion. But before we go, let me just give some few mentions of our sponsors. This program is sponsored by Train to Inspire Consultancy, your business training and consulting firm. And that is, if you need any bespoke training, we work with consultants across the globe to deliver training to your staff. And also, if you want to scale your business, we can help you to really strategically position yourself in the marketplace in terms of business consulting. Then PQ Personnel, that is your number one agency for hiring healthcare assistants and nurses based in the UK. ALS Global Shipping and Logistics, your trusted import and export company based in Accra. ZPay Ghana Limited, your remittance and mobile money company based in Ghana. They just launched their USSD code, and that is *270#. They say at the comfort of your home and on your phone, you can register for ZPay mobile money. Then Wheels for Sure, your car leasing company for every credit. Wheels for Sure says it doesn't matter your credit, you will walk out of the garage with a car of your choice. When you call Wheels for Sure, code T2Y2020 to get a good deal. Wheels for Sure has got powerful packages for everyone, especially all key workers in the UK. Just call them and they will sort you out. Now, Mr. Enimil, it's been wonderful once again having you. Trust me, I've really enjoyed the discussion.
Myself, likewise, I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it.
Wow. If you are watching us for the first time, we want to encourage you to share this. Just let somebody hear about this discussion. A young person that have finished school that thinks that there is not much enough for them to succeed. Let them watch this interview and their mindset will change. This is a young man that is working so hard against all odds to change the status quo. And they are the kind of people we bring on the Step Out Youth Impact Zone. That is, they are not complaining, they are not giving excuses, but they are working so hard to bring a difference to the world where a lot of young people have given up or they are just sitting on the fence waiting for opportunities instead of creating one for themselves. So trust me, help us to grow this platform. This platform is an Africa and diaspora platform for young people and experts to come on the show to really deliver knowledge and wisdom to help you to really achieve your goals in life. And we have just started. There is more to come. And trust me, we are really on the right path. And we believe that bringing young people, such young minds that really are hungry to succeed, and for them to share their stories, we believe is going to change the lives of a lot of young people. So please, your token of support is for you to share. Also follow this platform on Facebook, that is T2ITV UK. You can also follow us on YouTube. And also we are on Instagram and Twitter as well. So just let us help grow this platform. And also, if you want to sponsor any of our shows or you want to advertise, just feel free. You can take the T2ITV UK number or the Train to Inspire Consultancy number to really call us so that we can have a very good dialogue for you to really sponsor or advertise on the show. Now, what is your last word to anyone that is watching us?
Hard work pays off. Smart work pays double. It pays to work in the end of life. It pays to look back and say, I made it. Before you die, make sure that you live. And you're living, make sure you leave something for your children to also live on in a way that their children will also live on and their children's children will be able to live on. Work hard, work smart, Look at what people don't do, do it. Look at what people do it better. Make sure you understand what life is about. Read books. There's knowledge in books. There's wisdom in books. You don't know anything. I don't know anything. The book behind Oscar will teach you certain things. The books I have in my own library will teach me certain things. Go out there, buy books. Instead of buying an alcohol, take your time, walk your bookshop and buy one book, read it, and trust me, you'll be glad. If you don't know how to start reading, take one step at a time, 1 hour a day. If you don't know what book to read, just walk into any bookshop and say you are looking for laws of leadership. 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. It will help you understand what to do. Go and look for seven highly effective something something. What that book? Yeah, let me just check my library. 7 strategies of highly effective people or something. You know, go out there, look for that one too. Go out, just walk into a bookshop, ask for recommended books. There are plenty, and if you need help, I have almost 600 books. I could list all of them for you. Can list all of them and I'll give it to you one step at a time, one book at a time. Even if it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks you used to read the book, please read. You will come and you thank Oscar later. You come and you thank me later because you don't have any wisdom, much wisdom, the same way I don't have much wisdom. The people that have written books and the people that are doing shows like this are the people you must actually look up to. Because if not for Oscar, I wouldn't have heard certain things I've heard on this channel. I once watched a lady who said that I moved from Africa and I came in tears and I came to the UK and now I'm doing something useful for myself. She's making it inspired me so much when she looks back to where she came from and how her mother suffered and sent her to the UK and how she's making it and doing something and changing people's life in the UK. And she's young. Guess what? She's a woman. So if you think you're a woman and you cannot do anything, and that only men have to do it, or you think you're a young person and you can't do anything, look at her. There's a young lady that inspired me so much. She's called Rennie. She had her home at 23. When I was 23 years, I didn't even know much about houses, let alone go and look for a house to buy. She did it. She said, guess what? She's also a woman. And she was 23 years. How old are you? 32, 35, 29, 28, 45. You can't complain. You shan't complain. Learn from young minds, learn from old minds, learn from Oscar, like T2I TV, follow the page, read books, and these are the only places, the most important places that you can get things and knowledge. Be inspired by others. Look at what others do and do better than them. You can be better than I am. You can be better than Oscar. I kid you not, you can be better than everybody on the planet Earth. All it takes is for you to believe in yourself.
Wow, I wish we could have continued this. Trust me, man. But I always know you always come back. And trust me, I have enjoyed the discussion. And thanks for your time. We really appreciate your time. And this is one of the things that you invest in others. And I know that God will richly bless you for your time and your knowledge that is being shared with us.
Thank you so much. And I also for giving me this chance to come and inspire others and also impact others. It's always great to be changing people's lives or to be helping or be a pillar in the change of someone's life. It pays to also do that. Thank you so much. You've done well. You've really done well.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, and for those that are watching us, please share this to somebody for them to listen to this conversation again. And also, we go to YouTube, the link will be there. It's also on Facebook, T2I TV UK. And also, if today is your first time, just follow us, just like our page. And trust me, you will never regret it. You have got all your like pages as comedy. You follow all the comedy and all the entertainment without the knowledge ones. Now, my man Peter is telling you that there is a good option for you as well. Follow this page and gain knowledge. We are here on Saturday. Saturday, I've got a lecturer from the UK, one of the top universities in the UK, and is coming to talk to us about how fintech is changing the African market. And trust me, you can't afford to miss it. Now we are in a technological space. And you don't need to understand how technology works, but you need to understand the dynamics so that you can even partner with somebody to solve the existing problems that is fighting the continent. And the problems you solve is what people buy. People don't buy the problems you talk about. People buy the solutions that you put on the table. So whilst there are so many problems on the continent of Africa, that is the opportunity for you to solve them. And solve them, what this in our generation is using technology. And one of the areas that is really on the fast track is fintech. And trust me, you have to listen to this man. You can't afford to miss it. Have diversity in knowledge in different areas of your life that can help that your particular idea to go. So thank you very much. See you guys on Saturday, 7 p.m. GMT, that is Ghana time, 8 p.m. UK time. You can't afford to miss it. See you guys, and God richly bless you for your time. Thank you very much.
I believe that you are able to do exceedingly abundantly, far above all I could ask or think. Believe, yes, I believe. You say, I believe that you are able to do exceedingly abundantly, far above all I could ask or think.
I am so excited because the Step Out TV shows are back live on T2I TV. And for those who don't know, Step Out is a series of interviews and motivational segments designed to bring the best out of you and your business. Therefore, we have the following TV programs. Our first TV program, which is our flagship program, dubbed Step Out with Oscar Bimpong, is designed to interview consultants, experts, talented people, and those doing exceptionally well in their communities. The second one is Step Out SME Focus. This is where we interview business owners and showcase their products and services. The third one is Step Out Youth Impact Zone. This is where we interview young people succeeding against all odds to serve as an inspiration to other young people. And the last one is Step Out Authors Corner. And this is where we interview authors to share what their book is about to the world. Join us every week at 7 p.m. GMT. Like T2I TV on Facebook and subscribe to the YouTube channel. To advertise or for further information, do WhatsApp +44 759 1152 983 or +233 55 580 3924 or email info@traintoinspire.com. T2I TV. We engage, educate, enlighten, and empower.